Hope so you understand the previous questions. Now I am again doing the same type of questions. The first question is cos inverse minus 1 by 2. If there is minus for cos inside the bracket, the rule for removing the minus is, write this question as pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. And the value of 1 by 2, we know the value of cos is cos pi by 3, that is at 60. Now this will cancel with this. Pi minus pi by 3, that is 2 pi by 3. This is again same question as the previous. Now I am discussing the different one, that is cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6. In which quadrant does 7 pi by 6 lie? We will check. 6 1 30, that is 210. If the value lie in the third quadrant, firstly we will shift it in the second quadrant. If value is in the third for cos case, shift into the second. If it is in the fourth, then shift in the first quadrant. Now cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6 shifts. Why we want to need this value into the second quadrant? Because the domain of the cos lie in between the first or second quadrant only, not in the third or fourth quadrant. Then I am shifting this. Cos inverse cos pi plus pi by 6. 6 1 is 6 plus 1. Result remains same as 7 pi by 6, means we will break the term 7 pi by 6 into the pi by 6 form. Now cos inverse cos pi plus theta lie in the third quadrant, means minus cos pi by 6, because for pi there is no change in the trigonometry, as you have learnt in 11th class. And for third quadrant there is a negative sign. If cos is in the negative form, then the rule is that pi minus cos inverse cos pi by 6, this will cancel. Pi minus pi by 6, that is 5 pi by 6. Do these two questions, then I will discuss you some more questions later on.